In today's video, I'll be showing you the fastest way to unlock Dragon Talon V1 and V2 quickly. This will be a full guide and I'll try to keep it short without any excessive talking, so if you guys enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And let's get into the video. The first step will be to purchase the Dragon's Breath fighting style, which costs 1,500 fragments, and it can be found on the right wall in the middle of the spawn island in the second sea, or you could just follow the way I go. And here, you can purchase the Dragon's Breath fighting style. Now, to unlock Dragon Talon, you'll first have to reach 400 plus mastery on Dragon's Breath. The best way I'd say to do this in the second sea is by coming over to these buildings here. Then using Buddha, you can farm all of these NPCs, and you can also get the quest to defeat these guys for even more XP. But, if you want to farm as efficiently and as fast as possible, you can use an auto-clicker to farm mastery overnight, which should get you to 400 mastery in a night or two. If you're going to farm overnight, make sure to copy my exact settings. And I'm using OP auto-clicker, by the way, which you should already know about if you've watched my channel before. Anyways, copy my settings. So whenever you attack using Dragon's Breath, you won't have the little lunge thing that pulls you forward after each M1 combo. Another way to make this farm even better is if you use an elemental fruit, which makes you invulnerable to all attacks as long as you're a higher level than the NPC you're fighting. So in my case, I'm using Magma, and as you can see, I'm completely invincible, while also being able to kill them and farm Dragon's Breath mastery. Anyways, let's now move on to the next step to unlock Dragon Talon. We'll first need to make our way to the third sea, specifically the Haunted Castle Island. Before you actually come here though, you will need at least 3 million cash and 5,000 fragments. Let's say you now have both of those. The next step will be to obtain a fire essence. To get this fire essence, come over to the graveyard, where you can speak to the Death King inside of this building, and you can spin for a random item using 50 bones. This gives you a small chance to get the fire essence, and it is the only way to get it. To get bones, simply kill the skeletons around the graveyard. You can also use the 2 methods I showed you before to farm these skeletons for a ton of bones. The reason why I said you should get the money and fragments before getting the fire essence is because with the fire essence, if you leave or reset, you lose it forever, and you have to spin again at the Death King, and who knows how long that could take. Once you have the money, fragments, Dragon Breath Mastery, and Fire Essence all together, you can now head over to the Dragon Talon NPC, who in the most recent update was moved from his spot up on top of the Haunted Castle, and now he's located at the Dragon Dojo on Hydra Island. You could also give him the Fire Essence at any time, I believe. So if you end up getting this before you get the mastery or money, then you should be able to just give him the essence beforehand, but take that with a grain of salt. Now let's move on to how to unlock Dragon Talon V2, starting off with the first step, which is to reach 500 mastery on Dragon Talon. The best way to farm the mastery is by coming to the Ice Cream Island in the third sea and farming the Ice Cream Chefs. These guys are the highest level NPCs that don't use aura, meaning if you were to go AFK overnight, it would be best to use an elemental and farm here. Of course, if you want to farm manually, you could go to Tiki Outpost since the NPCs there give the most XP, but use aura unlike these Ice Cream Chefs. I'll be showing you how to do this while AFK, and you'll first need any elemental, plus an auto-clicker. Then you need to put the milliseconds to 750, which will prevent the little lunge at the end of an M1 combo. With all of this, just head to the exact spot where an Ice Cream Chef spawns and sit there with the auto-clicker on overnight, and you should get a ton of mastery fast. Once you do reach 500 mastery, we can move on to the next step, where you'll have to head to the Dragon Dojo on Hydra Island. Here, you'll have to unlock the blue belt inside of the dojo. This is the 5th belt, out of 8 different belts you can unlock, so it'll take time to get, plus the soft cap of 16 hours after the 3rd belt. So it's going to take at least a day to obtain the blue belt if you've never interacted with the dojo before. To actually get the belt, complete the challenges given to you by the dojo trainer. And I have a full video here explaining each challenge and how to do it quickly. So go watch that if you need the blue belt. Anyways, at this point of the video, you should already have the blue belt. So let's move on to how to actually upgrade Dragon Talon. To upgrade, talk to Uzoth over here right outside of the dojo, and he'll let you upgrade each Dragon Talon skill in exchange for Blaze Embers. To get Blaze Embers, come to the Dragon Hunter NPC inside of the dojo, and if you press Hunt, he'll give you one of 3 quests that you have to complete, and you'll be rewarded with 3 Blaze Embers each quest. For my quest, I just have to defeat 3 Hydra Enforcers, and the best way to do these hunts, or whatever you want to call them, is by using Budo. Not only because it's great for PvE, but for another reason I'll get into in just a second. Once I defeat all 3 of these guys, the Blaze Embers will fly out and you'll have to chase them, just like the little fire embers in the Kitsune Shrine. But the good thing about Buddha is that since the hitbox is so big, you don't even have to chase after those embers. They just get sucked up into your giant body. To fully upgrade Dragon Talon, you'll need 22 of these Blaze Embers, so keep completing them until you have all 22. All 3 of the quests are very simple and easy to do, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. Now I have 24 Blaze Embers, so let me showcase both the unupgraded and upgraded moves together. First we have the Z move, which dashes you forward, and it's pretty good for traveling. Plus, holding it dashes you even farther. Upgrading it will cost 5 Blaze Embers, and it'll give you the ability to preform a special execution on enemies that are low on health. And here's what it looks like. Pretty much you just grab the enemy and start pummeling them. The X move will allow you to send out a small burst of flames that explode on impact, and it can be curved with your mouse. And it also can allow you to fly if you hold down the move. Upgrading it will cost 7 Blaze Embers, and it'll allow you to ride the projectile whenever you hold down the move. And here's what it looks like. The final move. Infernal Vortex is a huge, easy-to-land AoE move. Much like one of Dragon's moves, upgrading it will cost 10 Blaze Embers, and it'll allow you to stun nearby enemies whenever you first start the move. It's hard to show what it actually does, since it's not very noticeable. So, yeah, that's how you unlock Dragon Talon V1 and V2. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe since we're so close to 10K subscribers, and it'll be greatly appreciated. Also, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Anyways, see ya.